Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. Maybe we start on the 4-hour time frame today. Quick overview for everybody who's new on the channel. Just want to make sure everybody's up to date. The wave count here hasn't changed for months, so the idea is still very consistent actually, that we've seen that 5-wave pattern to the upside into the March highs. And now this is a correction which had, the correction isn't clearly complete yet. So the market hasn't really given us any clear indications or confirmation or anything that the correction is over. So from that point of view, we still have to be very much, aware that we could still get another low, and that would be the white count, the white scenario. The yellow one suggests a low could be in, and I take that very, very seriously. I really take that very seriously because I've seen so many coins in the past rally from ugly downside structures when the minimum requirements for the correction the minimum requirements were fulfilled, but it just didn't look great, okay? So I therefore, obviously we're all learning and adapting, right? But I want to make sure that everybody's very much understanding that really what counts is that the bulls turn up somewhere in this support region and that we get a rally that would take the price initially above the initial breakout point here. That's, by the way, $7.77. We can take a look at that in a minute in more detail, but it takes a break above $7.77 to make the yellow count more likely. Again, quick reminder, the yellow count allows that this wave 2 correction, which presumably started on the 14th of March, that this is already over. Very sharp correction. It just doesn't look like a typical wave 2. But then again, I have to say this move up is a leading diagonal, right? So two things I'm often saying about wave 2s. So if the wave 1 was a diagonal pattern, then the wave 2 can be very sharp. Very sharp. And well, we've seen that, right? And the other thing that I often say is that a wave 2 tends to finish in the region of a previous wave 4 of one lesser degree. That's pretty much here. So at the moment, at least the market is trying to form a low. The market is trying to form a low. So it's not clear yet. Forming a low is obviously a process. So it's not like, okay, the price dips into this region there and then, there's someone ringing a bell to say the low is in. No, it's a process, it needs confirmation and so on. But what we could identify in advance is the support area that the price, ideally would test. Well, it is being tested right now. I just can't say that it's clearly bottomed yet, right? So it's too early for that. But this is the area where reward and risk is in a favorable ratio or relationship. All we need to know is that really the bulls need to turn up before $4.60 breaks. Because if the price breaks below $4.60, well, I have to take a more bearish perspective. There's this key support level that is relevant for a wave 2. It's the lower boundary, you could say, of this support area. 460, 78.6 fib level. When that breaks, then there is only one level left really, which is the invalidation point at $3.55. Probabilities start to shift below that 460 level and then, towards something more bearish. And then we are in no man's land. I don't want to be in no man's land because you don't really know, right? Probability is unclear in that area. And you would have to start to assume that the bullish setup is going to fail. Failure is then confirmed with a break below the invalidation point. The idea is behind these setups that, okay, we've started an uptrend. That's what the 5 waves are telling us. Not the most pretty 5 waves, but valid. And now the bulls need to turn up before the 460 level breaks. Now, looking at the shorter time frame, still range bound. It takes a break above the last high, $7.77, to indicate that wave C of 3 is unfolding. Wave C of 3 is the, it's basically the C wave, a possible impulse within the third wave of a diagonal. It should reach $8.78 as a first ideal target. Maybe higher. Wouldn't be uncommon for a third wave to reach the 1.618 extension. Link did that. Link's third wave likely ended somewhere in between here. Then a fourth wave pullback often tests the 100% extension, maybe a little lower. Wouldn't be surprised to test the 750 level again. And then a fifth wave should reach minimally the 1.618 extension at $9.37. But also here better a little higher, maybe $9.80 or $10.38. That's what I'm watching here for this potential 5-wave move to the upside. It's always possible that it's just forming a high B wave in the white count. Therefore, I need the 5 waves to rule out a B wave corrective rally. At the moment, if there is a break below $6.40, it would indicate more strongly that we are heading down more directly in wave C of 2. That's my update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.